Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya Jaya Jaya
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta
Chaitanya
Vrinda.
Charitamrita की जय श्रील कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय
जय
श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय
जय
समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय
जय
ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita reading. We are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 1, and this chapter is entitled The Later Pastimes of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, the whole section from here onwards is called Shesha Leela. That means it's the later pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this first chapter is a synopsis of all the later pastimes. So we were reading uh, about those two verses that Mahaprabhu recited uh, when he was. So these are the last 12 years uh, of Mahaprabhu's uh, pastimes on this earth. And during those last 12 years, he was feeling extreme separation from Krishna in the mood of Srimati Radharani. Both day and night, he would feel separation. And when he would go in that state, when he would go in front of Lord Jagannath, then he would be exactly in the mood of the gopis, specifically of Srimati Radharani, at the time of meeting Krishna in Kurukshetra. So her mood was she wanted to take Krishna back to Vrindavan. She wanted to see Krishna as a cowherd boy, not as a king. So in that mood, uh, Mahaprabhu, while dancing in front of the Rath or pulling the Rath of Jagannath, would sing these two verses, and it just sounded like uh, somebody singing for their lost love, like that, like a young girl, singing for her lover, like that. Nobody understood what it meant. Why Mahaprabhu, a sannyasi, is singing this, nobody understood. Of course, he's a sannyasi, so when he's saying something, it cannot be a mundane, lusty affair. But at the same time, they couldn't understand the meaning of that. There was only one person that could understand, that was Swarup Damodar Goswami. But once Rupa Goswami also happened to be there. And when Rupa Goswami heard this verse, as soon as he heard it, he went and composed another verse which explained the meaning of the verse that was sung by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Uh, so the verse was like this, the English translation is like this, that that same person who stole my heart, or that same boy who stole my heart in my youth, has now once again become my master. These are the same nights, moonlit nights, It's the same breeze carrying the aroma of the Kadamba flowers. Uh, he is the same Lord, and I am the same lover. Uh, but still, my heart yearns to go back to the banks of the Reva, like that. This is the verse, song that was sung by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Rupa Goswami composed another verse which actually explained the meaning of this on a palm leaf, and then he stuck it in the roof of his thatched hut, and then he just went out to take bath in the sea. This was in Jagannath Puri. And Mahaprabhu happened to come to visit Rupa Goswami at the same time. So then, in that context, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains why Mahaprabhu had to come every day to meet not only Rupa Goswami but also Haridas Thakur and Sanatan Goswami, because they were Haridas Thakur was born in a Muslim family, Mlecha family, and Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami had intimate relations with the Mlecha king. Intimate relations means they were serving the Mlecha king, and so much so that their names were also changed, and the Brahmin community excommunicated them. They removed them from their caste. So that's why they considered themselves sinful, even though they were born of a very high Brahmin family. But still, because of their association with the Mlechas, they considered themselves to be contaminated. So they didn't enter the Jagannath temple. So the Lord himself would come. So in that context, yesterday we had one full class discussion on that point. The highlight of the purport of Srila Prabhupada is Krishna does not consider these things, that somebody is fallen, somebody is mlecha, somebody is... Krishna has no considerations. What is Krishna's consideration? Bhavagrahi Janardana. If somebody has loving devotion, pure loving devotion, then regardless of his birth, of his background, Krishna personally goes to that person. To show this, Lord Jagannath himself in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would come outside of the temple every day and personally go to these devotees who are so-called, contaminated because of their birth or their association. But they were such exalted devotees, they had so much love for Krishna that Krishna would personally come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Not only come, he would embrace them. He would embrace them. He would spend hours sitting and talking to them. He would bring them Mahaprasadam. He would yearn for their association. This is Krishna's heart. But having said that, at the same time, why these devotees didn't protest, why they didn't go into Jagannath Puri temple, in the Jagannath temple, just to not cause any turmoil, right? So that was also discussed yesterday. So Srila Prabhupada said the same thing. The last line of the purport was, however, so as not to cause any turmoil, then they followed these rules and regulations. But actually, Krishna doesn't see these things like that. Okay. So now we'll read the next verse. We finish this purport. Next one. महाप्रभु जगन्नाथेर उपल भोग देखिया निज गृहे जाना ei tinere मिलिया. Every day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to see the Upala Bhoga ceremony at the temple of Jagannath. And after seeing this, he used to go visit these three great personalities on his way to his own residence. Purport. Upala Bhoga is a particular type of offering performed just behind the Garuda Stambha on a stone slab. That stone slab is called the Upala. All food is offered within the temple room just below the altar of Jagannath. This bhoga, however, was offered on the stone slab within the vision of the public, therefore it is called Upalabhoga. So that is the significance of Upalabhoga. So Mahaprabhu would go every day and he would even take prasadam for them, because if they cannot come inside, how they'll get prasadam? So every day Mahaprabhu would go, first attend in Jagannath temple, he would attend the Upalabhoga, and after that, so then Srila Prabhupada is explaining what is Upalabhoga. This is a special offering which is made generally when you make an offering. This also 2 days ago we discussed how the offering should be made. Not even, it shouldn't even be seen by others before the Lord is uh, offered the bhoga. It's covered with a cloth so that others don't see it and lust over it, isn't it? But in Jagannath temple, this particular bhoga, all the other offerings are actually offered inside, right? Near the altar where others are not able to see with a cloth covering. But this particular offering is offered outside amidst the public near Garuda Stamba on a stone slab called Upala. So Mahaprabhu would witness this offering, and then right after that he would go to meet Srila Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami and Haridas Thakur on his way home. এই তিনাম মধ্যে যাবে থাকে জয় জনা, এই তিনাম মধ্যে যাবে থাকে জয় জনা, তারে আসি আপনে মিলে প্রভুর নিয়মা. If one of these three was not present, he would meet the others. That was his regular practice. So, when Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, of course, they didn't come at the same time, but when they were present in Jagannath Puri, whenever they came to see the Lord in Jagannath Puri, they would stay with Haridas Thakur. They would stay with Haridas Thakur. So, but Haridas Thakur was staying there throughout the year. All the time he was there. So Mahaprabhu's daily schedule was, after seeing Lord Jagannath, after attending the Upalabhoga ceremony, he would go home. But before going home, he would certainly go to Siddhabakula, where Haridas Thakur resided. And whenever Rupa Goswami or Sanatan Goswami were there, they would also reside with Haridas Thakur. So Mahaprabhu's daily routine was go to Siddhabakula and meet with these devotees, all three devotees if they are there, or whoever is present, he would meet that person like that. That is why it is said that if one of these three was not present, he would meet the others like that. So that particular day, Rupa Goswami was not present. Yes, he went to take bath. दैवे आसी प्रभु जबे ऊर्ध्वे ते चाहिला, चाले गोंजा ताला पत्रे से श्लोक पाइला. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the residence of Srila Rupa Goswami, he accidentally saw the palm leaf on the roof, and thus he read the verse composed by him. So when Mahaprabhu came to meet with Rupa Goswami, because this was stuck in the roof, so it's not like Mahaprabhu knew, and of course he's a supreme personality of Godhead, but in his pastime, Mahaprabhu came looking for Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami is not there. Then he was looking around, and then he happened to see a palm leaf stuck in the roof. That's why he decided, he accidentally saw the verse composed by Rupa Goswami on the palm leaf. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the residence of Srila Rupa Goswami, he accidentally saw the palm leaf on the roof, and thus he read the verse composed by him. Shloka podi ache Prabhu avishta hoya, Rupa Gosai asi pade dandavat hoya. After reading the verse, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went into an ecstatic mood. Can you imagine? This is the most confidential thing in the heart of Mahaprabhu. The Mahaprabhu's coming to this world had three confidential reasons. Confidential reasons, why? Because Nobody knows about this. This is Krishna's desire. Krishna is coming to fulfill his desire. It's a confidential reason. External reasons, yes, this is the time for the Yuga avatar, the Sankirtan movement has to be spread, so on and so forth. Advaita Acharya is calling. This is known. This is known. This is written in the Shastra. Right? This is the Kali Yuga time for avatar to descend. That's there in the Shastra. Advaita Acharya is calling. That is also visible. He is calling, therefore the Lord appeared. And the Harinam, the Yuga Dharma is the Harinam Sankirtan. But the confidential reasons why Krishna is appearing as Srimati Radharani, with Srimati Radharani's mood as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who knows this? This is in Krishna's heart. Unless Krishna tells this to somebody, how anyone will know? And here is Mahaprabhu, Krishna, in the mode of Srimati Radharani, in the greatest Mahabhava, separation from Krishna. And in that, singing for Krishna, who knows this? Nobody knows it. And Rupa Goswami writes, it's as if like you are exposed all of a sudden. So when Mahaprabhu read the verse written by Rupa Goswami, what was his feeling, bhava? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went into an ecstatic mood. And while he was still looking at that verse in great ecstasy, while he was in that state, Srila Rupa Goswami just returned from taking bath in the sea. While he was in that state, Srila Rupa Goswami came and immediately fell down on the floor like a rod. Spontaneous, of course, right? He did not anticipate that Mahaprabhu would be there or that he would be reading his poem or anything. He just came back from his bath and he saw Mahaprabhu is at home. Spontaneously, he just fell down on the floor. Dandavat obeisances at the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. After reading the verse, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went into an ecstatic mood. While he was in that state, Srila Rupa Goswami came and immediately fell down on the floor like a rod. Purport. The word danda means rod or pole. A rod or pole falls straight. So actually, dandavat means, literally dandavat means, it's not like how we go like in stages, right? First on the knees and then you go flat. Actually, dandavat means straight and you just fall down like a rod. You literally fall down like a rod. That is dandavat, right? Like the way you are, as it is, just flat, straight, you just fall down. So that's what Srila Prabhupada is explaining here. The word danda means rod or pole. A rod or pole falls straight. Similarly, when one offers obeisances to his superior with all 8 angas, parts of the body, he performs what is called dandavat. At least after you fall down or after you pay your obeisances, you are like a straight rod. Straight. All 8 parts of your body are touching the ground, right? Your forehead, your palms, your elbows, your knees, your feet, and the chest, right? Belly, everything full. That is dandavat. That's only for men, like that. Dandavat is not for ladies. Although we say dandavat obeisances, but actually dandavat is not for ladies. It's an offense actually for ladies to do dandavats. Uh,
Ladies,
huh?
pranam is Panchanga, right?
Panchanga, 5 angas are touching. The palms, the forehead, the elbows, knees and feet. Yes. The upper part shouldn't touch. The chest, the breast shouldn't touch on the floor. That's not right. That's why.
Where is it written, Mataji? Vishnu Gada Prabhu was actually, when he was taking class, he actually said it is actually right to do full dandavat, but people don't do it. They changed it as per Narad Pancharatra. he said. But
Maharaj
actually,
Pancharatra says that it is okay, that even ladies should do dandavats.
I'm not sure, 100% sure of the Narad Pancharatra, but we had a discussion. Then Vishnugada Prabhu said everyone should actually do Dandavat, but because we can't do it, we do it with cold. I mean, then later on, people started doing it, and it got changed. Vishnugada
Well,
Prabhu was
this is, yeah, I don't know the quote exactly. Maybe we can look in Pancharatra Pradeep. There may be, I am not exactly sure, but I heard in classes for sure, I heard that ladies should not do Dandavat for this reason, as I explained.
okay.
That is not, and we don't ever see, except for sometimes a rare occasion. Again, rules and regulations are for those who are not on that exalted platform. Those who are on an exalted platform, for them there are no rules and regulations, isn't it? So we should not imitate or quote even those who are on exalted platforms to set an example for others. They also follow the standard, but rarely, sometimes you may see, uh, rarely, and even when they do it, I have seen a couple
Like
of
we
times.
see, Mata, getting yes, Siksha Guru, the name in
Yes,
Vrindavan,
yes,
Malti
yes,
Mataji also does, and
yes. She does to Srila Prabhupada, and then not all the time, also, not always. That's what I said. But like when she would first visit, again, the idea is setting the example for the society. So, yeah, ladies don't
especially,
do it.
yeah,
Older, generally when they do it, it's the older ladies or young girls. You will see young girls, like before puberty, young girls would do Shashtang to Srila Prabhupada when he would give cookies, or during Guru Puja. In olden days, you would see young girls. But never do you see ladies, older ladies, doing Shashtang Pranam to Srila Prabhupada. If that was the case, then they would be doing all the time, right? All ladies would be doing it all the time.
One time, it's a funny event. One time in Mayapur, one Mataji was doing Shashtang Pranam, and then security came, and
Chastises.
he said, you cannot do it. You cannot do it like this. He said, Prabhuji, मेरा हाथों में बहुत दर्द है. He she cannot she cannot kneel. So that's
Achha,
why she was doing Shashtang. So
yeah.
some
he laughed and moved away, walked
Mataji, if
away.
someone tells me actually now, all of a sudden, if someone tells me that okay, from now onwards we all have to do Sashtanga Pranam, then I will have problem.
Yeah,
If I
so,
lay down, then I won't be able to get up.
so that's why we are good. The way the
Yeah,
system
we are
is, it is good. Yeah. So that's the point. But here, Dandavat is being explained. Uh, yeah, Dandavat. Men do it Dandavat. So yes, you are supposed to do Dandavat all the time. The men are supposed to do Dandavat all the time. But uh, sometimes it may not be practical. Sometimes maybe, or like for knee problems or whatever, then even men do Panchang Pranam. And sometimes even that is not possible for health reason, then like Prabhuji said, Japanese Pranam, something to make a gesture. But the best would be to do Dandavat Pranam. So let's continue now. Okay, after reading the verse, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went into an ecstatic mood. While he was in that state, Srila Rupa Goswami came and immediately fell down on the floor like a rod. The word danda means rod or pole. A rod or pole falls straight. Similarly, when one offers obeisances to his superior with all 8 angas of the body, he performs what is called dandavat, like a danda, dandavat. Sometimes, Srila Prabhupada is also saying, sometimes we only speak of dandavats but actually do not fall down. In any case, Dandavat means falling down like a rod before one's superior. In one Ramanujacharya, they made a movie on the life of Ramanujacharya. There we will see that when he meets his guru, he literally falls. I mean, they actually show him like falling down like that. And that's when I saw, wow, Dandavat means you actually fall down. But yeah, you need faith to do that also. So let's continue. I'm going to end at 4:15 my time, so you're 6:45. उठी महाप्रभु तारे चापड़ा मारिया उठी महाप्रभु तारे चापड़ा मारिया कोही ते लागिला किछु कोले ते कोरिया. So Rupa Goswami did Dandavat obeisances. When Rupa Goswami fell down like a rod, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got up and gave him a slap. Of course, in a lovingly, like that, like you rascal, like that, with love. When Rupa Goswami fell down like a rod, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got up and gave him a slap. Then, taking him on his lap, he began to speak to him. So, when he fell down, Mahaprabhu slapped him slightly and then took him on his lap, like like a father lovingly would take his child, like that. Then he, taking Rupa Goswami on his lap, he began to speak to him. What did Mahaprabhu say? Mora shlokera abhipraya na jane kono jane mora manera kotha tumi janile ke mone. No one knows the purport of my verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. How could you understand my intention? Right? So that was the purpose of that chopper slap, because he was surprised. This is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's not an ordinary person's secret. The Supreme Lord. And nobody knows the secret in my heart, and the most confidential of all secrets, right? His feelings for Srimati Radharani, or Srimati Radharani's feelings for Krishna, which he is experiencing. The most confidential. And he is exposed. So he said, how did you know? What was the intention in which I was singing that, like that? Nobody knows. How did you know the meaning, right? The purpose of my singing that verse. Eta boli tare bahu prasada koriya swarupa gosaira shloka dekhaila loya. Saying this, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestowed various benedictions upon Rupa Goswami, and taking the verse, he later showed it to Swarupa Goswami. So there, in front of Rupa Goswami, Mahaprabhu was so pleased. He was so pleased with Rupa Goswami. For a spiritual master, happiest moment for the spiritual master, or even for that matter for a father, for a genuinely caring father, or a genuine spiritual master, when the disciple not only understands what he teaches, but he becomes more, right, greater than the spiritual master. That gives great happiness. For example, if the spiritual master is, giving bhakti, if the disciple goes to higher and higher stages of bhakti, even crosses the spiritual master. We see that in the case of Madhvacharya. Madhvacharya was Purna Pragya. And before that he was Vasudev, and he was with this spiritual master who was from the Advaita school. But soon his own disciple completely, defeated the spiritual master's points, and the spiritual master became like a disciple of his disciple. With great pride and with great happiness, like that. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he saw Rupa Goswami, understood the confidential bhava in his heart, then Mahaprabhu was so pleased, so pleased. You saw, he picked him up, took him on his lap. How could you know it? And then he bestowed him with so many blessings, so many blessings. You know, like he's my layak beta, like that, right? He's the most, treasured devotee, like that. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestowed various benedictions, right? He was so pleased. Basically, he was so pleased with Rupa Goswami. He bestowed various benedictions on Rupa Goswami, like that. And then he took that leaf, that palm leaf, on which Rupa Goswami had written, and he later on showed it to Swarup Goswami. We already read how Swarup Goswami is the only person who understood the meaning of that verse. Swarup Goswami is Lalita Sakhi, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in the mood of Srimati Radharani. Lalita Sakhi understands Srimati, because when Srimati Radharani is in separation from Krishna, she is with her, consoling her. So she is aware of Radharani's moods and everything. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu shows this verse to Swarup Damodar Goswami. We can continue tomorrow. It's very interesting, but we'll stop here. We'll keep to time. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So we'll continue tomorrow. Thank you very much.